How we doing, folks? It is your boy Marcos kicking it off here. Manic Monday, part 1 for y'all new to the series on Friday. Make sure I drop that link down below in annotation. On Friday, I asked you what class setup you wanted me to run, and I've gotten a lot of suggestions. So basically, I just kind of throw them all over there in a hat and pick one out. Whatever happens, happens. And yeah, this week we got this suggestion from my man Husani. Alright, so you already saw how I changed my sensitivity over there before, right? Here's basically the lowdown right here. We're rocking out with the KSG, the worst gun in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 by far, and we'll get into it, trust me. We got more than enough time to talk as much trash as we want this Manic Monday. Rocking out with the KSG, we got, my only stipulation was that I had to use a KSG, and every time I died, I have to cut back one sensitivity. And then when I get to 1, I go to 14, and 13, and 12, and etc., etc. So I normally play at 5, which let me start off by explaining this. The higher the better has always been kind of how I understood it. So if you can rock out to 14, good for you, because you'll be able to turn on people quickly, you'll be able to be more malleable and do stuff. Great. I'm all about that comfort, though. I preach comfort on my channel, whatever you feel comfortable with. And I feel very comfortable at 5. And I've had some good footage I put up for you guys, so I think 5 works for me. If 9 works for you, good for you. If 15 works for you, even better. If 63 works for you, that's great. Mine is 5 right now, and it changes. It fluctuates. When the game started, I like to play in a different sensitivity, so I feel comfortable in one, and then we go from there. So the higher the better, but whatever you feel comfortable. Don't all of a sudden start losing gunfights and losing games because you're playing at like 10 when you can't handle it. It's not worth it. You gotta figure out what the cost and what the benefit is of each situation. How many kills am I gonna get for this and for that? It's a learning experience, and adjustment is different for everybody. So 5 works for me. 5 might be ridiculously slow for you. 10 to me is crazy. 10 might be perfect for you. Whatever. Give it a shot. So that's my sensitivity bit. Now, switching sensitivities in the middle of a game, that's just cold, man. That is just ice cold, man. You will see, I think I'm at 3 or 2 right now. Wait till I get to 1. Just wait till I get to 1. It's crazy talk. Now, I managed to put up a good streak right here. I'm pretty surprised by myself. So basically, the class setup I got is the KSG, long barrel, quick draw to bring this thing up. And look at this slow-ass turn, lost, confused, don't know what to do, dots everywhere. And I'm like, hold up, this guy's just laying here? And I was hoping I get that tag for the Dragonfire, and boom, we're on 1. Very low. Alright, listen, 1 is crazy. Like, I know I told you whatever you feel comfortable with and whatnot, ain't no way in hell you're gonna feel comfortable with 1. 1 is horrible. 1, you can't move. 1 is, I've never felt so sluggish in my life. And I always joke that my character's really unathletic. And look at that, I'll go hit the guy with the flat jacket, damn it. But this redefines unathletic. I mean, this is like Derrick Rose right now. Now, actually, I recorded this a few days ago, so hopefully he didn't decide to play on game 3 and messes his whole point I'm making up. But you get the gist. At this point, he hasn't played a game in like 300-something days, man. That ACL, I don't blame him, man. I want to come back and play either, but that's for another day. 1 sensitivity, this thing is crazy, man. I don't know what's worse, honestly, 1 or 14. To me, I'm going to go with 14 just because this is nuts. Look at this. I'm so lost with this. I was trying just to like stay alive. Now, the first gameplay I gave you is my first one. Raw, unadulterated, unedited. This is just how it came out. First time playing through this, don't know what the hell to expect. This is what we doing. And that guy managed to pop me right there. So every time we kill, we jump down 1 sensitivity. So, I got the flat jacket, toughness, dexterity, and engineer. And then we got the KSG with the long barrel and the quick draw on it. I try to get it, the KSG is the kind of shotgun that you really need to aim down sight because you really got to get those long-range engagements. So I had the long barrel, make sure I got that power and that punch in the long-range engagements. And I got the quick draw to bring it up as quick as possible, combined with the dexterity, which allowed me to hop over places. And I put on toughness because you really got to nail people with this one shot of this thing. If you don't hit him, you're done. And I don't know how I hit that guy right there. That was 100% luck right there. There was no chance I should have killed that man. Thank the Lord, baby Jesus. So I tried, playing this class. And that's something I use often. It's not something I like. Toughness, I'll talk a little more about in the next video. Toughness isn't really something I enjoy. I feel I need. I don't really, when I get hit when I'm using the KSG, I die, whether I have toughness or not. Doesn't matter how tough I am. I'm going to die, because you got to get that one shot in them or else you're screwed. And look at this. I hate the KSG. I think it's the worst gun in Black Ops 2. I can't stand this thing. They are professional KSGers. Husani himself is great with the KSG. I admire how good he is with the KSG. There is no way in hell. I got a diamond. There was only one good game I had with the KSG throughout my whole time using it. One good game. And I'm going to put it up either this Friday or next Friday. You're going to see it. There's one good game I had with the KSG. Aside from that, every game was like a struggle to go positive with this thing. And my main gripe with it is not the range on it. You know, the range is annoying when you get killed by it, but when you're using it, it's great. But it's not the range on it. It's not the sights on it. It's not the fact that you only get to shoot one bullet at it and then you kind of have to like reload and whatnot. And of course, I go calling RCXD when there's a damn Septex coming at me. Oh boy, RCXDs. I already talked about it on a previous Manic Monday, but yo, RCXDs, they're the worst kill streak in the game. So, I mean, this is great. The kill streaks were also stipulation. I forgot to mention that. I make sure I always drop down in the comments below so you guys can check at any point on what exactly the class setup is. But yeah, the kill streaks are also stipulation. UAV, which is great. The R6D, which is not. And the Dragonfire, which, I don't know. I've had it a lot of Manic Mondays. I guess it's kind of a popular thing. I don't know. Either way, though, my main gripe with the KSG is that I feel I don't hit what I'm aiming at 9 times out of 10. Maybe not 9 out of 10, but 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 times, I'm not sure if this thing's going to kill. And for something that you kind of have to make sure you get that bullet in them or else they're not going to die, yeah, you really got to. And, you know, part of it is you have to kind of lead them in a strange way. It feels like you have to lead people a little bit as to where they're going to go. You know, because I guess the bullet's going to take some time to get there to where they're going. But I promise you, sometimes I'm gunning at this guy right down there, and it just ain't happening. Like, this thing just either doesn't register, or it just doesn't like me, or maybe it's a personal vendetta it has with me, but I can't KSG, and I hate it. And you know, it's the worst gun in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 for me, personally. I can't, look at this. Now, I got the long barrel on it, and then I managed to get a hit marker on that last shot, and I kill him. What about the other 3 shots that were right on point, son? He's walking down a straight line. Like, that's that shit I don't like. Alright, so we managed to throw over the LMP. Another thing that was rendered useless to me, it's very important if you've been looking at my videos, is a C4 toss. With the crazy sensitivity, man, you have no clue where the C4 is going, man. It is crazy. When you get to those high ones, you just kind of chuck it up in the sky. That thing just goes flying. And there was so many times where I was just chucking up in the sky, and I would have to wait. So I'm trying to hit this enemy with it, you know, trying to give him a nice wraparound, and I'm waiting there. I'm like, well, hopefully he doesn't come up and step up on me. Hopefully he doesn't attack me, because I'm kind of waiting here for the C4 to come down. My main comfort zone in switching the sensitivities was from 10 to 4. 10 to 4 was cool. I was able to do some damage between 10 to 4. You know, anything besides that, so 3 to like 11, that was just a prayer. That, who knows what's gonna happen there. Look at that, like that shot, those shots right there, that's not hitting them. Look at this. It's like I'm shooting blanks here, bro. It's literally like my KSG, out of the 14 bullets it has, or 12, pardon me, or 14, I don't even know how many starts with. Out of whatever more bullets it has, 50% of them are blanks. Like, there's no doubt about it. Look at that. That's not even a hit marker, son. Yeah, you did me. Alright. So, KSG. Don't use it, man. Don't use it. Unless you're good with it. If you're good with it, use it all you want. But if not, don't use it. Hopefully I don't forget. One thing I had a problem with in this class, too. I forgot to switch the sensitivity sometimes when I die. Because honestly, it gets pretty annoying. And you keep... I was always so scared I was going to quit the game. Because I kept flipping through menus like crazy. So, it's very interesting. I don't really suggest you go out and try this one. I always suggest you try it every Manic Monday, you know. They're fun. There's no doubt about it. There's a little bit of frustration involved with it. But that's what makes it fun, you know. It makes it that much more rewarding when you get either a good sequence, like we're about to see right here, or when you get, you know, good gameplay, like the gameplay I put up next. And that's what I want to talk to these guys next. Next game, part 2, is always the better game. But check this out right here. Even with the bad KSG, with the crazy sensitivity, still managed to pull out that quad feed, son. That's what we talking about right there. I don't know what those guys were doing. They were all lost, confused. They had no idea. Try to get 1, try to get 2. There we go. And look at that. All of a sudden, we're on a rampage. And, of course, the time has to be running out. The KSG is like that, man. I feel it's a very moody gun. Look at that. At the end, it was killing everything I was shooting at. Before that, when I was at that van, it wasn't killing anything. So, who knows? But make sure you check out part 2. It's going to be uploaded a couple minutes after this video. So by the time you check it, it'll probably be up there. It's a good KSG gameplay. Can you believe it? My second best KSG game. Wow, big accomplishment. Thanks a lot for checking out the video, man.